Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to go on a little journey. We are going to take your technical portfolio from, well, zero to a polished, professional GitHub presence that really makes you stand out, step by step. But let's just start with a really important question. You've done the hard work, right? You've written the code, you've built the projects, but is it all packaged up in a way that's going to impress a recruiter or a hiring manager? That's the exact gap we're here to close today. Because, and I want to be super clear about this, GitHub isn't just some folder in the cloud for your code. When you use it the right way, it becomes your career superpower. Seriously, it's probably the most important platform for proving what you can do. Here's the best way to think about it. Your GitHub profile is your professional storefront. It's open 24/7, and anyone, potential employers, future teammates, can walk in anytime and check out your work. So our mission today is to make sure that storefront looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, so where do we begin? We start by laying a solid foundation. This is all about getting the essential accounts and tools set up perfectly right from the get-go. First things first, you gotta have an account. And as you can see here, it's a piece of cake. It's just 4 simple steps. You head over to the site, pick a username and password, verify your email, and boom, you're live. In literally just a couple of minutes, you'll have your own spot on the developer internet. Awesome. With your GitHub account all set, the next step is to install the actual tool that talks to it, Git. Now, this does move us over to the command line, but don't sweat it. These are simple one-time commands. On the left, you've got the install instructions for your system. But the crucial part is on the right, the configuration. You have to tell Git your name and email. Why? Because you want every single change, every line of code you write to be properly credited to you. It's like signing your masterpiece. All right. Next up, we need to set up a secure connection between your computer and GitHub. This sounds way more complicated than it is. Think of it as a secret, secure handshake that, once you set it up, makes your life a whole lot easier. And here's how that handshake works. You run a command that generates this unique key. Think of it like your computer's own personal secret password. Then you copy the public part of it, you paste it into your GitHub settings, and that's it. After you test the connection, you will never have to type your password to upload code again. It's faster, it's more secure, and it's how the pros do it. Okay, deep breath. The one-time setup stuff is done. Now we get to focus on the fun part, the actual process you're going to use every single day. This is the core rhythm of working with Git. But before we get into that rhythm, we need to know what we're working in. And that's a repository, or what everybody just calls a repo. The simplest way to think about it is, it's just a project folder. But it's a special folder that Git is watching, keeping a perfect history of every single change you ever make. And here it is. This 5-step cycle you see here, this is everything. This is your bread and butter. First, you pull to make sure you have the latest code from GitHub. Then you do your work. You edit your files. Now, this next one is key. You stage your changes. Think of it like putting specific items in a box to ship. You're telling Git, hey, I want these specific changes to be in my next snapshot. Once they're staged, you commit them with a clear message explaining what you did. Seriously, take a second to write good commit messages. It's a huge sign of a great developer. And finally, you push that commitment, that snapshot, back up to GitHub. Let's say it together. Pull, edit, stage, commit, push. That's the dance. Okay, you've got the mechanics down. You know the daily workflow. Now let's talk about the polish. These are the little details that really separate an amateur-looking project from a professional one. It's all about making your work easy for other people to understand and use. And the #1 file for making a killer first impression is your README. This is your project's welcome mat. It's front page. A good README tells people what your project is, how to get it running, and how to use it. It's your one chance to really sell your work. Next up is the .gitignore file. I love this thing. Think of it as the bouncer for your repo. Its job is to keep all the junk out. You know, things like secret API keys, passwords, or big, clunky system files that don't need to be tracked. It keeps your project clean, lean, and secure. And finally, the license file. Now I know legal stuff can seem a little boring, but this is incredibly important. A license tells other people what they're allowed to do with your amazing code. Just picking a standard one like MIT or Apache 2.0 makes your project open and welcoming for others to use and even contribute to. And that's it. We've gone from a blank page to a fully configured professional setup. You've laid the foundation, you've secured your connection, you've mastered the daily workflow, and you've learned how to add that all-important layer of polish. You literally now have the complete toolkit to build a world-class portfolio. So, the foundation is solid. The tools are in your hands. The only real question left is, your journey starts right now. What are you going to build first?